let's get into the good Lucifer and the bad Lucifer. Let's get into that episode, foreshadowing what we're going to see with Bohemian Grove.
So my episode was that the secret, that there's, an encoded symbolism into the Statue of Liberty, and obviously it itself represents Satan or Lucifer. They are one and the same. The torch represents the light of Prometheus, the Greek allegory of Prometheus stealing fire, an analogy of knowledge from the gods, giving it to mankind. Same analogy or allegory as Lucifer, the forbidden fruit to mankind. So Prometheus, it's that same thing. That's why there's a symbol of Prometheus outside of Rockefeller Center, symbolically representing Lucifer, or their god of knowledge, power, and information. So you have the Illuminati design the Statue of Liberty. The designer, Frederick Bartholdi, was a high-level Illuminati into occult symbolism. Gustav Eiffel created the structure, in the supporting structure. Richard Hunt created the pedestal. All these guys are Masons. People think that the Statue of Liberty is, it's American, it's a gift from the French. Well, Frederick Bartholdi, the creator, actually wanted to give his design to Egypt. And it was an Egyptian goddess, and they denied it. They said, no, we don't want it here. So then he turned to America, and he said, let's put it over here. So you have multiple layers of symbolism within the statue. You have the 7 horns representing rays of the sun. Again, enlightenment, this whole analogy of the light. That there's 7 of them representing the 7.
Stay there. We're going to go getting into the symbolism of the Statue of Liberty, and I was hoping this be a fair show. Well produced, looks good, nice host in the show, very well done. But when I sat there and watched them say Lucifer's good, that's 33rd degree New World Order Illuminati.
Yeah, and they didn't even explain it. I can't even imagine what the audience was thinking that's totally new to this material. They must have just really twisted their brain around. And so for people that are familiar with this, or maybe people that are completely new to this, essentially the Illuminati, the high-level 33rd degree Masons, view Lucifer, Satan as good. Whether this is a literal belief or an allegory, it doesn't matter. It's still the same. It's their secret view that Satan in the Garden of Eden is good and that God is bad, and that since they know this and they have this power that they become gods, just like the allegory, the story of Satan in the Garden of Eden tells you that Satan teaches you to become a god and you rule. That's what they believe. So that's the show said, oh, well, it is a Lucifer, but they did, because it's just a light bearer. But they didn't get into, he said it has nothing to do with the Satan. But Lucifer and Satan are exactly the same thing. I'm tired of occultists saying that they're not. I have all the books. I have The Secret Doctrine, published in 1888. I have Morals and Dogma. I have everything. And Helena Blavatsky, Manly P. Hall, all these guys, Albert Pike, say Satan and Lucifer is the same thing.
Yeah, they don't tell the Masons till they're 33rd degree this, and I'm sick of Masons telling me it isn't true. It is a fact. It is a fact. Lucifer, Lucifer, Lucifer. They say Lucifer and Jesus basically are one, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, but for people who are new to this, what it is, it's essentially, it's sort of like the Force, where they view Satan not necessarily as bad, but as good or neutral, and then they become empowered with that super knowledge. And so whereas all other religions, you can walk into a Christian church and they want you to learn about the principles of Christianity or any religion. Hey, it's an open book for most of them, most of the legitimate ones. Come on in, learn about our stuff. Say, Dr. Bullock, is there any secret symbols in the Statue of Liberty? So he says no. And this guy's been looking into Freemasonry, supposedly been searching for the Illuminati his whole life, as the show says. But he doesn't see any secret message in the statue at all. And then he says, I just don't believe that the Illuminati exists or there's any inner circle or anything like that. Let me, because I'm a big guy in sourcing. I don't like to just make statements. I like to go to the source. I like proof. I like evidence. So here's Manly P. Hall, one of Freemason's most prolific philosophers, and identified so by the Scottish Rite Journal, the official magazine of Freemasonry, identifies this guy as one of the head Freemasonic scholars. And he says that quote, Freemasonry is a fraternity within a fraternity, an outer organization concealing an inner brotherhood of elect, a visible society of splendid camaraderie of free and accepted men, enjoined to devote themselves to ethical, educational, fraternal, and patriotic humanitarian concerns. The Invisible Society is a secret and more august fraternity whose members are dedicated to the service of a mysterious arcanum arcanorum, which means secret of secrets. So there, Manly P. Hall just said that there is an inner circle of Freemasonry. He is identified as one of the greatest philosophers of Freemasonry, and there he says it, but yet they'll deny it to you. Here, Manly P. Hall, rather Albert Pike, another prolific Freemasonic author of Morals and Dogma, wrote, and again, nobody reads these books except high-level Freemasons, says, quote, Masons, like all religions, so he says it's a religion, and the mysteries, hermeticism, and alchemy conceals its secrets from all except the adepts, the sages, or the elect, and uses false explanations and misinterpretations of its symbols to mislead those who deserve to be misled, to conceal the truth, which it, the Mason, calls light, from them, and to draw them away from it. So here you have the Freemasons' own books, which I have.
This is not bringing light into the world. This is hiding light.
They want to keep the light for themselves, and then they want to lie to us and say that there's no way.
And that's the fun for Patty Melt and George W. Bush, is they get to make a big joke out of everything as they do Masonic signs right in front of us, all part of the lesser magic, rubbing it in for little slaves.
That's right, because the inner circle is the continuation of George Washington's spy ring, and they're good, Alex, and they go to the Bohemian Grove, and you shouldn't bother them. That's their private resort. They need to go there and blow off some steam. So you just got the wrong idea about this whole thing, man.
Well, when I wanted to talk about the homosexual orgies going on there that even Vanity Fair admits, they did not want to talk about it. Or when I talk about Nixon saying what went on there, they did not want to discuss what our Christian conservative leaders are doing.
One of the founders of Skull and Bones, William Huntington Russell, just before he started the secret society.
He was trained in Germany. It's admittedly a Germanic death cult.
Yeah, he was in Germany studying. He was over there studying, came back, and miraculously, as soon as he returned from Germany, where the Illuminati was admittedly started around that same time, he started this Skull and Bones Society, which now is the most powerful secret society admitted in the world. People say it's a fraternity, but it's a postgraduate.
And it's the American chapter of the Illuminati. Yeah. And I mean, even Alexander Robbins' book breaks that down.
So not only did William Huntington Russell go to Germany right around the time of the Illuminati, just after they were disbanded or, allegedly disbanded, went underground. So he goes over to Germany, comes back, starts this secret society with the same structure, the same symbolism, the same goals. It becomes the most powerful secret society in the world. Its members are presidents, prime ministers, everything, or not prime minister, but presidents, head of CIA, judges. Okay, so now, back a few years after the secret society started, people started to get suspicious. So in 1876, a group of students broke into the headquarters, what they call the tomb, the windowless building. These students broke in to investigate what the heck's going on here. They wrote a newsletter and distributed it around Yale University. They called themselves the File and Claw group, okay? They used a file and a claw to break in there, and they wrote a newsletter explaining what they found. What did they find? Well, they found a bunch of occult stuff, human skulls, the same language, same rituals as the original Illuminati were, these rituals that they were involved in, which was written in John Robeson's book, Proofs of a Conspiracy. They found a plaque on the wall in the tomb that said, to the American branch from your German brothers.
And what did Helmut Schmidt, German Chancellor, say in his book, Men and Powers, A Political Retrospect? He said, we have our tombs, we have our groves in Germany, but my favorite place to carry out Illuminati rituals is Bohemian Grove, which is a branch of it. So you have this top Skull and Bones member, top Bohemian Grove member, best buds with Meltzer, and then we get to be making fun of when this guy's making Illuminati hand signs on the cover of USA Today and writing the book and dedicating it and thanking this Illuminati chieftain for the help. I mean, it doesn't get any more ridiculous and transparent, but they believe we're profane, and so they believe the public is too stupid to see them doing this in front of us, which is part of the lesser magic or the counting of coup, that they do it in front of us, so that gives them more power.
Because we use this knowledge, our enlightenment, our awareness to help not only ourselves but to help others, and that's the code of humanity.
Yeah, we want the light out in the open, not hoarding it.
Yeah, that's why they hate us, because we are not keeping it to ourselves and then participating in the secretive network of other enlightened brothers to only benefit those that are in the know and to take advantage of the sheep.
That's right. We're taking the torch and we're lighting billions of other torches, and they can't stand it because that will bring real light, not secret, occult, hidden light.
Yep. We're the ones that are, I don't want to use the term Illuminati because it just means enlightened, but we're the enlightened ones. This audience is the enlightened ones. We are the ones that are enlightened. We use the knowledge that we have to love each other, to benefit society, to enjoy life.
To say no to torture. That's the thing. Look at the fruits of this Illuminati-run society. Torture's good, abortion, death, destruction. Look at what the shooter was into. He was one of their enlightened ones.
Yep.
He took on their trappings. No, we're the opposite, and we say we rebuke you, we will have nothing to do with you, and you will fail. The energy and the strength of humanity and God's true light, not Lucifer's false light, will defeat you.